Alright guys, so for people that can't render super fast and they're, you know, struggling with some of the checkpoints, trying to create scenes in video, what I've found so far is DreamshaperXL, as I'm creating like a certain scene, like this is passing through an ancient Aztec city. I'm finding that DreamShaper holds the shape a lot better than Juggernaut or Yammer's Realistic. And these are all SDXLs. This one here, basically, as you can see, as it's going through, I'm at 18% here. Even on Juggernaut at like 2 or 3%, it really starts transforming the image. And if you go too low with the CFG, like I'm on 3 right now. If I was on Juggernaut on 3 trying to do this scene, it would look horrific. You wouldn't even really see much. The first image might be but then it's just going to get all distorted. So if you're trying to do things like this, like I'm particularly rendering these and then pretty much deleting them until I get the perfect ones that I'm looking for. Luckily, this is the 4090, so these here usually take me around 37 minutes or so to go through a 1-minute MP4 file on. So I have the option to basically play around with a couple of the settings on it, but on DreamShaper you really don't have to change anything. Now you can stop messing with the noise or the depth warping and stuff if you want to like make it a little bit crazier, but for up against the other two, Juggernaut and Yama's Realistic, so far this one really has been holding its own. Now the only problem with DreamShaper is that more towards the end of the 1-minute show, maybe at around 40 seconds or so, it does something like weird a lot of times with the top portion, the sky and the clouds, where it'll actually try to create something at the very end, which I'm not sure really why it's doing that, even in this low number 3 CFG scale. It tries to transform towards the very end, and that kind of is a little aggravating because I can cut it out, I could shorten the video and erase that back portion that doesn't come out right, but I'm trying to keep them all within 1 minute because it makes it easier for when I'm doing my shows. So just a little heads up, trying to give you guys some advice so you don't have to spend 8 hours trying to render one of these things out if you're into doing something like this. DreamshaperXL seems to be the ticket for at least the scenes. Now, I use Juggernaut a lot for my animations with characters. I use it in my GIF files a lot. Because that's where I want a lot of that transformation going. But for these scenes that I want for backgrounds and projection mapping, I want this for like facades on the house. I don't really want huge changes sometimes, so I want like a background. And yeah, I could just take a photo, a 1920 by 1080 photo, and like slowly, I can enlarge it a little bit and then slowly drag it across the screen, and that gives you really good quality, and basically you can still look like you have some motion going on. But I would rather try to hone in on doing something more to this nature, where it's actually going through the steps and create the video of the motion versus enlarging my image and then dragging it across the screen. It just it's like another option that I'm looking at in this projection mapping type work that I'm doing. So figured I'd throw that out there, so a lot of yous might be struggling with some of the other checkpoints or whatever, and I just wanted to let you know what I've come to find out thus far, that DreamShaper seems to be the one, at least for these scenes anyways. Alright, hopefully that helps. Any questions, leave me in the comments. Thanks, bye.